We're covering the cardiovascular system and we're focusing on a blood smear looking at blood. In previous videos, we look at histology of the heart and the myocardium, that muscle tissue. We've looked at blood vessels, artery and vein, and compared the two based on how they structurally are different. And now we're looking at a blood smear and looking at a connective tissue. So we look at the fluid. As a reminder, this is a connective tissue. 4 types of tissue in the body: epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous. When we look at connective, there's 3 types: connective tissue proper, my supporting, cartilage and bone, and then my fluid. And my fluid is my lymph and my blood. So we're looking at a fluid connective tissue. When we cover the makeup of blood, it has all the materials that we're trying to move, and we call those the solutes, the nutrients, the waste, the hormones, the gases. And the way it's moving is by way of the water, the blood, which is the plasma. And that's that matrix, because connective tissue is specialized cells with a matrix. The matrix is that watery plasma of the blood. That water accounts for about almost half of all the blood itself. So when we look at the fluid, almost half of it is the water, but then mixed in it are all the dissolved solutes that go with it. So even though it's a small percentage of what's dissolved in, it doesn't take away the importance. I'm just saying component-wise, it's basically half water. The rest of it are what we call the formed elements, which are the specialized cells that we see in blood. So the other half are all of the cells that we call formed elements. This includes my erythrocytes, which are my red blood cells, leukocytes. I only have 2 here, neutrophils and lymphocytes, because you see these the most on a histology slide. What I'm not showing here are basophils, monocytes, and eosinophils, just they're more rare, so I don't see them here, but that doesn't take away their importance. And then platelets are fragments of cells. We used to call those thrombocytes. So when we look at this, you can see all these little pink bubbles. 99.9% of a blood slide is going to show erythrocytes, which are my red blood cells to carry that oxygen, carbon dioxide. So if we said half of blood is water and half of blood is all the formed elements, but 99.9% of all my formed elements are erythrocytes, then I really just put it logically that half of blood is water, the other half is red blood cells. And red blood cells are important for oxygen to provide to the cells, tissues in the body, right? So as we look at a blood slide, all of these pink donuts we said are erythrocytes, and sometimes it shows that concave nature of it to provide that surface area for the affinity of the gases. But all of these pink donuts are my red blood cells or erythrocytes. And then I have neutrophils. Neutrophils account for about 50 to 70% of all of your leukocytes, which are your white blood cells. Remember, 50 to 70% though is of 0.1%. Let's go back to our math. We said that all of our blood slide includes water and formed elements. Of the formed elements, my cells, 99.9% are erythrocytes or red blood cells. So all of the leukocytes is 0.1%. Now it also depends on you and your health status at the time. But of the 0.1%, about 50 to 70% are of that 0.1%. You do the math. I don't know about that. But it just shows you, it doesn't take away the importance, but we do have a good amount of them still flowing through the body. Neutrophils are considered our first responders, which makes sense because there's more of them when it comes to leukocytes. So when we see these structurally, what happens is the nucleus gets contorted. So all of the darker section in here, the nucleus as it's stained dark, is contorted and almost looks like there are lobes to it. So I can differentiate the actual cell based on its structural appearance. And they'll look differently, but I look for that lobed appearance on how the nucleus was contorted. When I look at a lymphocyte, it's got a full dark circle. So the nucleus is large and it's squished against the cell wall. So anything that's just a nice dark dot all the way through is going to be a lymphocyte. Remember, our lymphocytes include things like our B cells, our T cells, and our natural killer cells. And they're so important that we talk about in its own lymphatic system. In previous videos, we've looked at the breakdown of those, but we'll move on to structurally looking at lymphatic system in later videos. So a lymphocyte is that dark circle. When we look at platelets, platelets are just these little fragments, almost they just look like little pieces of dust or dirt in the slide. And these platelets are fragments, what we call megakaryocytes. So they're little stem fragments that help create for clotting. So blood clotting contribute with a protein called fibrinogen to help with blood clotting. We used to call them thrombocytes, and remember the key part of this, cytes meaning cells. We used to think that they were cells, but they're fragments of cells. So we call them platelets. So when I look at a blood slide, you may also see monocytes, but in this picture here, I can see all my erythrocytes, a couple neutrophils, a lymphocyte, a dark dot. So when you look at a blood slide, you tend to see these the most. And then a platelet, little fragments of the cell. This is a blood smear.